not an ordinary thing to see Gotham City, but not Bruce Wayne, aka Batman, lurking in the shadows? Well, the upcoming Gotham Knights series will showcase just that, and will let us see just how big of a role Batman has on the city of Gotham. And how well will the youngsters adapt to the villainous life in their home? Everything this first look about one of the many upcoming DC TV shows in the near future. Enjoy! We are all witnesses of the DC universe getting bigger and bigger when it comes to the live action side of things. And it is a good thing. There has to be someone to step up in the superhero genre outside of Marvel Studios, who have done an amazing job in the continuation of the story throughout their infamous MCU. Matt Reeves, the Batman, brought the DC to light, with the movie receiving a lot of praise from the fans and the critics alike. Pretty much all reviews coming out positive. And there are a plethora of other movies coming to the big screen as I speak. Some DC TV shows got their status renewed, including the likes of Titans, The Flash, Doom Patrol, Batwoman, Pennyworth, and etc. But outside of these projects from DC, the world is slowly but surely gearing up for one of the most anticipated movies from the DC universe, Blue Beetle. However, there is still one other TV show that stands out when the fans' excitement is taken into consideration. Of course, I am talking about the upcoming Gotham Knights series. As confirmed earlier this year, the series was finally given the green light and should have already started with filming the trial episode. According to some sources that have already started to talk about the sets seen in the public, the Gotham Knights series is just one of these several TV shows in the pipeline from DC. But seeing the fan base behind the series, both because of what is expected of it, but also many fans enjoy the hype straight from the game Gotham Knights, which will play a huge role in the making of the series. Or at least, these were the speculations a few months ago. Some fans even began calling the series as part of the CW-verse, since many DC shows have taken over this network. The CW network is on a roll, there is no doubt about it, with them greenlighting a bunch of new shows this season, a list that includes the likes of the Walker prequel, Walker Independence, the Supernatural spinoff, the Winchesters, and a handful more. The filming side of things is likely well on the way, which brings us to the next thing we want to talk about, the crew working on the project from behind the scenes.
Harvey. Turner, it's your father. He's dead.
The series is written by Chad Fiveash, Natalie Abrams, and James Stoteraux. The names might not sound that familiar, but I am here to tell you that this will not be the first rodeo for Fiveash and Stoteraux in the superhero genre, as both have previously worked together in the world of DC heroism, as both were on the Batman Woman series, where they served as executive producers of the said TV show. And don't worry, this is not the end of their collaboration, because their shared career history also includes the Vampire Diaries series and the Gotham series, two projects both Fiveash and Stoteraux can take credit for. Outside of being the show's writers, they will also be taking on the role of executive producers for it as well, next to Greg Berlanti, David Madden, and Sarah Schechter. As for Natalie Abrams, she has also previously worked alongside Fiveash and Stoteraux, but in a much smaller role, with the Gotham Knights series signing her to be the series co-executive producer next to her colleagues. The crew has been well established and a very good choice from the side of the CW network, not only because all three of them are experienced professionals, but also because they know each other, and because of it, will probably have an even greater making this series too. I have talked and talked about the people working on the project, but when exactly will the series release? Well, I am here to tell you that we are all going to have to wait a little bit longer before we get an official release date for the series. And while we do that, make sure to hit that like button if you haven't done so already. And without further ado, let's dive right in. As I said before, the series is well underway, but the CW network has yet to announce an official release date for the pilot episode. Some speculations suggest that it will be the fall of 2022 when we will get the release of the series. And considering we have already entered September 2022, a 2023 release seems more likely, especially now since DC dared to delay most of their projects one more time. One worrying thing regarding the CW is the fact that whenever a new series premieres on the network, it is usually released in October. which could also mean that the series will probably release in October 2023, around a year from now. Regarding the series, some of the few things that were confirmed were all connected to the pilot episode, which makes the premiere of the series the one thing we can turn to when we talk about cast members who have already been confirmed for the series. Navia Robinson, best known for her role in the Disney Plus series Raven's Home, will portray the role of Carrie Kelly, a brave young woman who convinced Batman to be his trustworthy sidekick. Olivia Keegan will become in the wild and predictable Duella, who is a child of some well-known criminals in Arkham Asylum. She is a self-taught fighter and a pretty good survivor who, despite her sharp edges, is capable of true greatness. After participating in a number of series, Oscar Morgan will portray the role of Turney Hayes, better known as Bruce Wayne's adopted son. There is also a sibling duo coming to the live action, Harper Row and Colin Row, with the role of the former being played by Fallon Smith and the latter's by Tyler DiChiara, with both characters as members of the LGBTQ+ community who are struggling to keep their childhood drama in check. Harper is a genius engineer who goes by the name of Bluebird, and her brother Colin is yet another teen who steadily starts learning how to stand up for himself after years of being bullied. Other confirmed cast members include Anna Lore, who will be put in the role of the sarcastic and highly intelligent Stephanie Brown. And Misha Collins is also joining in as Harvey Dent, Gotham's charming but hard-charging district attorney. This is everything I have for you on the cast side of things, with the group surely getting bigger as the filming starts picking up even more pace in the upcoming months. The story of the series will encompass the events that follow after Bruce Wayne's death, as a group of ragtag criminals smash that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. But no, in all seriousness, the story will follow the group that is wrongfully framed for his murder. On the other hand, Bruce's adopted son works with the ones accused of the death of his father, hoping to clear their names.
I am gonna find who did this.
It's just the latest in an epidemic of violence since the demise of the Dark Knight.
To wonder who will protect.
Batman's absence in the city of Gotham inspires various villains to start causing trouble, with the accused ones doing everything in their hands to take Batman's place and keep their city safe. The story will be adapted straight from the comic book run written by Bob King and Bill Finger. And if the creators decide to stick to the true source, we will be in for a treat when the series comes out. Whenever the DC Universe or Gotham City is spoken about, there is not a single person in the world that will not go straight toward Batman, the Caped Crusader, who is one of, if not the most famous character for DC Comics. And now, for us to see his city without him in it will be a strange thing. However, his absence in the series could also tell us just how important of a role Bruce Wayne has been playing within Gotham City. Something the fans are more than sure about is that his presence will be felt, as he is the catalyst of why the youngsters even come together in the first place. Regardless of the details, this series should be a thing to see, especially since there is a new breed of anti-heroes in the universe, ready to take things head on. See you in the next video.